Good evening, everybody. This is the local pundit. I am Paddy Power, and this is the WREXtra Time phone-in show. Is everybody ready? It feels like forever since I've been here because I took a little break last week. I had some family sporting events to deal with. That didn't go so great, but we'll say no more about that, unfortunately. But today's match did go very, very well. In the end, we took it out 2-1 versus Blackpool at home in very foggy conditions. It did take a penalty to take the 3 points, but them's the breaks, and it has happened to us recently as well in the other direction. So we are good to go. Let's see who's here. We have plenty of people flooding into the chat. Who's first today? Michael. We have a new first from X popped up. Drew does whatever, got second. Second, Drew. What? Shame on you, buddy. That's not good enough at all. Brian Burton is in the house. Comments up already. David Hilditch. Hugh is in the house. Chicky Brewer. And Mr. Local Pundit is in the house too. He's sitting in the background waiting for me to bring him in. This is going to be a 2-spot. I haven't been on with Josh in a while, so this should be fun. Anyone else here so far? Martin Duke, welcome. Esteban Queiroz, welcome. Right, so let's bring Josh in, and then before we hit the Wrexham, we will check out the table and see what happened for the rest of today.
Hey now.
Joshy,
welcome. How you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, great. It's been a minute. It's been a while.
I know, yeah. Like just taking one weekend off feels like forever.
Yeah, it's like, what happened? Yeah.
What happened? So, yeah, I still didn't watch all of that game because I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I watched some of the game. But we are not here to talk about the game we lost. We are here to talk about the game we won.
Yeah.
So, as far as I see, we are still doing okay in our league table. But let's pull it up and see exactly where we are, what the results were today. If I could share my screen.
We needed that win today. I mean, it was not sexy.
Yeah, we did in the end, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Okay. So everyone's seeing this. We have Leyton Orient 3-0 versus Crawley Town. Birmingham City 2-0 versus Burton Albion. Obviously, we didn't want that, but that was very much expected. Barnsley took out the win away from home 2-1 versus Bolton. A draw there would have been lovely, but c'est la vie. Barnsley still chasing us. Charlton Athletic pulled one out for themselves against Cambridge United. Cambridge win would have been better for us, but Charlton are a little bit behind, and it's nice for them at the moment with all their problems to have a couple of wins here and there.
Yep.
Exeter City versus Bristol, 3-1, not too relevant to us. Huddersfield Town then versus Stockport County, they pulled out the win at home with a 1-0 only, but that's enough for the 3 points. Probably would have preferred a draw or a Stockport win there. The draw mostly.
Yep.
But Huddersfield are chasing us down, and if we had messed up today, we would have another team right on top of us.
Right up on it, yeah.
Peterborough United, poor old Peterborough. I absolutely hate it when they win, but they would have done us a favor if they could win today. They got spanked by the look of it, but I haven't seen any of the goals. 3-0 by the away team, Mansfield Town.
Yeah.
Happy enough for Mansfield. I, for one, like the old little rivalry from last season. Mansfield doing okay, but league table-wise, it would have been better if they had lost this, because Peterborough are doing trash, and I love it. Okay, then we have Reading.
They're doing trash, and I love it. That just made me laugh. All right. That's good.
Reading 4-1 at home versus Northampton Town. Rotherham United lost 1-0 to the away team Wigan, which isn't too bad, but they're both down the table. Shrewsbury now is the one that did us a favour today. 1-0 win versus Lincoln City. They're a little bit behind us, but them losing helped drop them further. So the bigger gap we can get down to the bottom end of the playoffs teams, the better, just in case for the rest of the season. Then we have Stevenage at home to Wycombe Wanderers, and as expected, Wycombe are playing like mad at the moment, banging in goals for fun, and they won away 3-0. And ourselves, we took out the win with a late penalty, not a last minute penalty. 2-1 for the day. So, yeah,
Patty, do you think it's you're trying to do 4 and 2? You think that's where it's headed? 4 and 2? Wycombe, Birmingham, Wycombe, the 4 trying to get the top 2 spot there.
Yes, I do. Stockport are going to lose Barry, isn't it? In January. I think they will do okay. Maybe they'll sneak into the 5th, 6th spot towards the end of the season, but I don't think they'll be able to hold it. Yes, so at the moment, Huddersfield they're a very good team. They could definitely be up there, and they have a game in hand. So if they win their game in hand, then they're equal with us on 45. So yes, it's kind of looking like a 4 into 2 scenario for the second half of the season.
And then a dogfight, for the final one for sure. When it goes to the playoffs,
Yeah, bit of a dogfight. Then I suppose you have Barnsley in 7th and Bolton in 10th. That are not ridiculously far off if they could make a late charge throughout the second half of the season. Really, maybe it depends on the January window. Bolton have just fallen apart. Barnsley are doing okay, so if they do need to show up in January, maybe they can make a bit of a challenge. But as for charging into the second spot, maybe not. But if we fell off, we could be in around playoffs with them. But if we're not going to make the top 2, then like anywhere in the playoffs, it is kind of good enough. Now, for our record of home versus away, you want to be in 3rd or 4th. But yeah, playoffs is playoff. We get the shot with everybody else, and we better take it when the matches come, if that's what the end of the season brings.
Hopefully we won't have to talk about it, but you never know. You never know at this point.
Once we start rolling into February, that's what we're going to be talking about. From there to the end of the season, things are kind of starting to coalesce into where the final of the season is going to be. So it'll be serious talk from February onwards as to who's playoffs and who's not, because it's a bit early at the moment.
I can't help looking at. I know obviously we'll get to the game in a minute. I cannot help looking at the Wycombe Wanderers are having like a blinder. I mean, Birmingham City have won 6 in the bottom. I mean, Christ, they're insane too. But Wycombe, I didn't expect someone to be as good as them, and they are a good side. They're really good too.
I will tell you one person that predicted that they're going to be this good. Well, not necessarily this good, but very good, was Stacey. Stacey called Wycombe right from the start of the season, and I want to give her props for that. So she called it right from the start.
Boom.
Watch them, and she's been right.
Sadly, she's been right. I wanted to
well, I suppose if they weren't there, then we'd be a little bit higher.
Did they come down? Or am I making that up? Did they come down?
No, they didn't come down. They were very solid last year, and I think they were a team that were gelling towards the end of last season. And they were growing into their team. So some of the important players were getting stronger, aging into the right part of their careers. Yeah. So because if I'm correct on this, Wycombe didn't take any new players in the summer. They held fast with their team. So they were kind of gelling and aging into a stronger team, just as they were. Kind of in the same way that some of our players seem to age into better players just because we came up the extra year and getting used to the team and whatever. I didn't expect it from some of our players. I'll happily admit that. I thought more of our players would not be able to step up to the challenge quite as well as they have. But we have had a very solid team from last season's players. They've done very well in general.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. For sure. We saw that Steve Barton did gift 5 memberships. Thank you, Steve.
Wow.
That's sweet. We're just getting going here. Yeah, there you go.
We are just getting going. Steve, well done, Steve. Thank you very much.
Barton.
Obviously, always appreciated whenever you have the opportunity and the ability to help out the channel. So let's hit some of the comments. Unless there's anything particular you want to start with.
No, I didn't. Not me. I watched the game. I want to see what you and everyone else has to say. I have my thoughts, but
briefly,
and everyone else.
Briefly, because it may go unmentioned if I don't say it. Barney's little slide defensive deflection of the ball in our goal was nice. I like that. That was putting yourself on the line, getting in the right place.
Because that was going in. That was going in.
That was a very good opportunity.
Yeah.
And he got down in front of it.
Yeah.
He looked like an ice hockey slide.
Safe. Yeah, for basketball. For baseball. Yeah. Just a weird game for but I'm glad we came out with 3 points. I didn't see the penalty. Maybe you saw I saw it, but I didn't. Must hit his elbow. I mean, I think we got a gift there a little bit. Yeah.
I think it was deflected. Either that, or they were also saying that maybe it was another contact just beforehand as well.
Yeah.
And there was also talk that it was the sideline referee that actually flagged for it. That he saw it from his side, maybe. So yeah, a little bit up there. It was hard to see from distance what exactly happened there, but I'm guessing something was seen.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like the type of penalty that you would randomly give.
Yeah. Because I saw him go like this, so I'm sure it got
and the deflection was a little weird. It went off target a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of looks like it.
And for me, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Looks like we have our first guest moving in the background. We'll bring him in a few minutes.
Lurking.
Drew, when you get everything sorted out, give us a little thumbs up and I'll catch you in and we'll have a chat. So hitting back into the chats then, and we'll see what people bring up. Brian Burton, play Maka against his former team, what a no-brainer. And talk earlier in the week was that he is very well thought of in his old team, and the fans would not be nearly as negative as a lot of other teams tend to give him a lot of stick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dave Hilditch, winning this match off a fortunate penalty call makes up for us drawing the last 2 matches, really. Swings and roundabouts. It happens. We've had some unfortunate situations that kind of led us to draw situations. And it happens. And it kind of happened today as well, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it could have went another way today. Also, we can't go back. We can't go backwards. So I'll take it. I'll take the win. I don't give a you know what I mean? I know that sounds terrible, but I'll take the win because we needed it. But it could have been blown. So there's a chat down there we'll get to soon, but it could have been blown. Yeah,
that's a question to discuss as well. Is that are we seeing off teams? Well, we're not. We're getting the wins. We're getting the 1-goal wins. And look, if we have to do it the hard way, we'll do it the hard way.
Yeah.
The team is putting in the performances. They're scraping them, but
Yeah.
C'est la vie. That's it. It's 3 points per match. You don't get more for effort.
No, you don't.
You have no bonus points for effort.
I don't know who put it in during the game. They're like, he put a shift in. I'm like, hey, put a shift in. We're talking about Palmer, but they didn't score a goal. It's like, you need more than a shift. You know what I mean? You don't get more.
Isn't that exactly how you describe Palmer? He puts a shift in, but he just can't score.
Can't score.
And I agree. He worked really hard today. He put a lot of effort in.
Yeah, he did. He put a lot of effort in.
I'll say the same things I say in every other match about Palmer. It doesn't seem to have changed today.
No.
Okay. Let's see.
By the way, sorry, Esteban. Yeah. He wore number 20 last week. He didn't wear 36.
Okay. Sorry. You probably jumped ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Esteban, we deserved a break. We've had 3 games stolen by bad calls at the last minute. Bad calls, unfortunate calls. Look,
Rub with the green. What are you going to call it?
Yeah, little column A, little column B.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't devastated by calls in these other matches. Look, I didn't like them, but yeah, we should have been ahead by 2. Is the simple answer to a lot of this,
Yep. Chomp cuts us in today. I'll tell you, chomped him.
And
that's save.
Absolutely, that save was excellent. Really was.
Mm-hmm.
Credit. I've been negative Chomp, but he kept us in the game. Mullen probably goal of this season, but he missed 2 or 3 more chances. Maybe he's being harsh. I'm glad he had to do something before the January transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Chomp first, because that's quick, and then we'll hit Mullen, I think, because I think there's a bit to talk about with Mullen today.
Yeah.
So Chomp, I have been a little bit negative about him. I still think he looks a little less comfortable than I would like. But he has the experiences and he seems to have the reflexes.
Yeah.
And he's holding it. He's holding it up like as a League One goalkeeper. And so far his performances, many League One teams would take him. So that's fair. Look, he's not our first keeper. We can't expect him to act like he's a first keeper, So give him his due. Yeah, I've been a little harsh. I didn't expect him to be able to pull this off. But I don't believe any match I have put losing or drawing because of Chomp on him at all. And I don't think I've even put a single goal as being a major flaw in what he was doing.
No, he's not. It's not his fault. And also, by the way, what else are we going to do? I mean, the other kid, Foz 2.0, looks pretty good, but Parkinson's not going to do that. You know what I mean? So,
like you can always argue keepers should have done better, but we argue that against players every single day.
Yep.
It just happens that they get more opportunity to make small mistakes that aren't a problem.
But that aren't highlighted.
But nothing that Chomp has done so far I would highlight as a major flaw or mistake in his positioning, in his performance, in his speed, or anything else. So he has done well, and absolutely, I'll put that out there. And I'm kind of in the same camp as Michael.
Yeah, all the goals that I think went in, like I would say, like what could he have done? Nothing.
What could you have done?
Nothing. Couldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
So for sure.
Right.
Drew says he's good to go. By the way, what we talk. Yeah.
Oh, Drew's here.
Okay. Yeah, Drew is.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. We bring him in and see. Drew, can you hear us?
I can. What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little tinny in the background, but it's good. We can hear you.
Okay.
He's driving.
Okay. I am driving, so.
Okay. No problem. So we are basically just about to move on to Mullen. So if you want to join us on that convo first, and then we'll give you a few minutes to say whatever you want for the rest of the match. How do you think Mullen did with this match today?
I think he did exceptional. Like, I was very surprised by the goal. It just came out of nowhere. I looked over at my son, and he was like on a Swiss, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he just scored a goal. And we just like jumped up and we're like crazy. So I was like, I was hoping he'd get 2, but I think the way that it played, I think it's assuring that he's gotten a goal so far. So really nice.
Yeah. Very, very good finish. Absolutely. Nice finish. Some people are already saying potential goal of the season. Is it as good as Marriott's? I'd have to go back and watch them.
No chance. That Marriott goal was like Palmer backheeled it. He got it off his chest and then launched it into the top left. So there's no chance that he's gonna. It might be number 2, but it can't top that Marriott goal. That Marriott goal was something like crazy.
Yeah. Thoughts from me are it's not as good as Marriott's goal. When you go back and look at it, I think it's good, but not quite that good.
No, it's
one A.
This is crazy.
Okay, so what about the rest of the performance? Did he step up to it? Did he miss a couple of chances he shouldn't have? I
was assured by his performance. His performance was good. I think the way where he put himself was good. I obviously would have liked it for him to get a second one. But I think, coming back from an injury, like I said this a while ago, we didn't really expect him to be back until this time initially, and then now he's starting to fire again. So I think as far as timetables, he's on the timetable that I expected him to be. So I think his overall performance is good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think any sort of small errors he had today will iron themselves out with simple match time. I don't think there was anything major he did wrong. He looks fit and healthy. He looked energetic. He looked happy. Happy is the big thing that I saw from him today. He wasn't arguing too much.
Or throwing himself on the ground. Throwing himself on the ground looking for something. He only did it once.
He did do it once in the first half, but I think that was warranted. But overall, I think he was doing well. No complaints.
Okay. Well, then you're the guest here today. What else from the game did you pick up that you want to mention?
I think in the end, towards the end, I honestly think it should have been like a 3-1 game, to be honest. Like I feel like we should have buried some more chances. There should have been more goals. However, we won, so I'm not too mad. But I think Fall's about to come ready, if I had to guess.
Big call.
Well,
Big Fall. Mo Fall.
Do you think it was a cross, or do you think it was a shot at the end?
I would like to think it was a cross, but
well, if it was a cross, he was crossing to God.
Yeah.
I guess it was a shot then. But him and Fletcher played really well together. I want to see more of that. I definitely want to see more of that.
Yeah. And just that you mentioned Fletcher there, did everybody notice that it was one of the fancy little flicks that started the whole movement from Fletcher? That the ones that never come off recently?
They connected real well together.
Yeah. I was really unhappy that Fall didn't run down into that corner, though, instead of taking that cross/shot. I'm like, what are you doing?
What?
Have we not learned this lesson?
Yeah, he is only 21, so he's got a lot of room to learn, a lot of room to develop. But I think he's almost there. But that's just me being really optimistic. So
yeah. So Josh, what's your take on that? Fall?
No, I just say when are we going to learn this lesson?
That lesson. Okay, let's
right. We never learned this lesson. Go to the corner. Even Dobson.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He says it every week. Are they not listening to him, or are they just like, I'm gonna? It's clearly they're not listening to him. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. But hey, it worked out. You know what I mean? It worked out. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Josh, your take on Fall?
Mo Fall, I like Mo Fall. I thought I was kind of trying to jinx it today. Like he just comes out and never plays. He sits the bench, but I had no idea who would bring him on. I think Mo has a future at the club, but I think January will tell a lot what's going to happen to. But I like Mo Fall. Also, too, he changed it up a little bit. He didn't just do what we normally would do: keep mulling on, keep pressing, and I think that's what kind of led to us kind of winning the game. But I like Mo. I mean, a lot of people don't like him. I like Mo. I think he's got a future as well.
I like Mo. I don't think he's going to get time in the team, though.
I agree with you. Yeah,
he's not going to get the time he needs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not near enough.
No.
Yep.
Not near enough.
Not with Mullen coming back and maybe JM.
I hope JM comes on the field, because he was my favorite player before he broke his leg out of nowhere.
It's unfortunate. Unbelievable.
He was firing, and he was like he was the glue that was bringing the ball up the field. I mean, obviously Dobson is a big part of that, but Matty James has been incredible too. So I think we got some good players, but I think Mary coming back would be great. But I'd like to see that $2 million striker coming in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's got to deal with the kiddos. Yeah, $2 million. I think he's really thinking about that. With you think January is going to be some business coming in?
I hope so. I mean, I think Fletcher might retire. I mean, I guess in an ideal world, that's what would happen. And then Daddy's going. Daddy's going to go get some milk and never come back again.
Yeah, I don't think he's staying. I don't think so
either. If he's not playing now, he's probably not going to be playing past January.
I think he pissed off Parkinson. I think that's what it is. I don't. The guy.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah. I don't have any insight, but he looks like, I think he pissed off Parkinson. He was, I don't know, maybe his attitude or something. But
probably.
Yeah.
It's probably really too blunt.
Yeah, he got dropped very quickly, very sharply.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a little bit of the opinion he said something.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even on the bench.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah.
I think you said that like a month ago. You're like,
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I dropped you like third period French. If anyone can pull that one out. Yeah. You said it, and you're like, he's never seen him again. Never. Yeah. Interesting stuff.
Have we got a bit of a January problem now? Potentially.
I think we do have a January problem, because it's like, who do we get rid of? I mean, obviously we got one spot opening up with Daddy going. So that's like, who else are we going to drop? Are we going to sell JJ? Are we dropping JJ? Are we selling Ford? Like, Ford's not on the team sheet, so I guess it doesn't matter. He's just dead weight. But it's like, who else do we get rid of?
I think there's zero chance of bringing in more than one now.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's just one?
Yeah. Because we're gonna hit a backlog again now.
Yeah.
Mullen is starting to come back, and this is almost the worst thing to happen if you wanted two strikers to come in.
Yeah.
So he's starting to play well.
Mm-hmm.
Marriott is starting to get out on the grass. He's starting to look like he's not far away. Then we have Marriott available. We have Fall, who, as you said, is starting to look okay.
Yeah.
Fletcher has now scored a goal and a penalty.
He scored a hat trick last year, so it's like, I don't think he's out of the equation.
Yeah, I don't think he's gone in January. Like, I don't see him retiring.
I don't either.
And I don't see him being dropped either. So we've too many players. We have the free space. I think Budvarson's going. And I would expect someone to come in. But the one thing I will say, though, is for those that want a big striker or like a 2 million spend or whatever it is, I think because of the number of strikers we have coming back and starting to do okay, you don't bring someone in at that level because it makes no sense. You're not bringing in a cover striker anymore. You're not bringing in someone who's okay because we need cover and we got problems up front. You need now, if you're going to bring someone in, they have to be higher level. They have to be coming in looking for that number one spot.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I think it's a waste.
Yeah.
They're just going to sit on the bench.
Yeah, but he will be backed. But to your point, Patty, we do have a bloated squad. There's players we can. I mean, I'll take all love and affection away. You can get rid of Bolton. You can get rid of Boyle. You can get rid of Mendy. Those guys aren't even coming close to anywhere in the first team. Like, and JJ, those four guys. I don't know their contract situation.
I think they're up. I think they're up in May.
But those are some players that I think we can go, but they ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But are you then looking for players to replace them, or are you happy with what we have?
I think I would take another midfielder and midfielders and a striker.
If obviously, if the right one becomes available, we'll take anybody.
Yep.
Because we are slowly building to be a championship team. So on that understanding that we have money and you improve your squad when you can, that's one thing. But I don't think we actively need someone outside the striking department still.
Yeah, I think you're right, Patty. I don't think we need anyone outside of the strikers.
Don't do business for business sake, so to target the right person and get that person. But then again, to your point, Patty, it's like, are you going to play that striker? Like, who, you know what I mean? Is he ever going to bench Palmer, or, that Mullen and JM are coming back. Those guys are going to play. He's just, that's just not the Parkinson way.
Well, but that's kind of my point is you can't be bringing someone in on their level. because that messes everything up. Like, how do you ask Mullen to sit for someone who is maybe just as good as Mullen? Whereas Mullen has already been sitting half the season. He will be willing to do it if he loses his spot to the right place. He's long-term committed to the team. JM has no choice but to sit the bench because he's coming back from long-term injury. And if he doesn't get on the field and literally has to ride the bench because we have a new top striker, and then we have Mullen who's playing well and is coming in for the last 10, 15 minutes and doing well, then it's unfortunate your injury has caused this and you'll have to just play that role. And I think that's okay.
I think you said in the summer too, when we were going through, like, JM could be the one that's missing out because of his contract situation.
But I still want the Palmer replacement. I think with these guys coming back, if you replace Palmer for a similar type, just better, our levels will jump huge.
Insane.
Like look at those couple of opportunities that he got today, and his feet stuck in the ground and couldn't get shots off and what have you. Okay, that's his role. He played his ass off. He did his defense and he did his duties. He works hard. Nobody says he doesn't work hard. But if you can improve someone else for that position, but that's the question that we're going to be discussing forever about January. Can it be found? Can a player like Palmer of a better standard be found, or do they just don't exist anymore? There's very few that play that role because teams have gone away from it.
Well, I don't think Palmer had anything to do with the second goal. So I see what's his name's comment down there. Yet Mullen had nothing to do with the second goal, neither did Palmer. Oh man. Wrexham will be on there too. I hope so. I think Drew's ordering food, he said. I do want to top striker in January, though. I think we have to do it. I don't know what it looks like, team-wise, but I think we got to do it.
Well, not to be harsh or whatever. If we're looking to be up in the championship next season, our strike force isn't good enough.
No.
Like a lot of them are certainly good enough to be the backup in the championship, to be dependable, part of the team, but we're not strong enough up front to in the championship. So that needs to be done at some point. And in theory, it doesn't have to be done now.
Yeah.
Because we don't know we're going up. But if you want to push, and that's what we've done the last few seasons, and they say they're committed and willing to do it, if we find that right person, that's the championship striker we need, who will remain our number one next season. Because next season the target's different. Surely next season the target is a comfortable mid-table.
Get out. I think it's hook or crook. Get out of here and then do that. So, sorry, Drew, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely think we need to get a striker for sure. Like Saints would be incredible to get, or Maja, but they're probably going to go up the Prem next year. So I don't think those teams would even consider letting them go, or even consider taking any sort of money for them.
I kind of like that kid who camaraderie, and I like, or I don't know what I'm saying, and then the other guy who scored on us the other day late. What's his name? The one who scored on us the other day. He's been injured. He just came back. The late goal, the header.
I think we should go in for Louis Berry, but see if that happened. That would stir the pot a little bit.
Stockport would freak.
Yeah, they would.
If that happened.
Banners over the stadium every week.
Welsh techie. You had your day out, now F off and go home. I don't know what that's referred to.
I haven't seen the comment, but that's a chant.
Oh, this right
here. What? Yes. Yeah,
okay.
It's a chant. We don't mind swearing on this. So it's you've had your fun, now fuck off home. You've had your fun, now fuck off home.
Love it.
Yeah.
There's Aaron. All right. And we got more.
Martin, we are getting in real trouble in GD. GD? Goal difference.
Goal difference. Yeah.
Goal
We are.
difference. No, not really. How
I mean, we
are we
need to
getting?
start scoring goals.
Well, look, every
1-0.
time you win, it's an extra goal difference.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah,
Well,
18
what- yeah.
and 24.
Okay,
One.
I'll have a look at that and see now.
Well, 21
Goal-
for Birmingham City. Wickham are
21.
20, and Wrexham are
Yeah,
18.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not that bad.
but it's those around us. So Huddersfield
Mhm.
is on 17.
Yeah.
So they're chasing us, and goal difference could count. With one match in hand, it's close, but after that, it's 11, 3, and 0. The only one on us is Huddersfield Town. But of course, if we need to chase down Wickham, then we preferably want a better goal difference. Otherwise, we have to have the extra point.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
look, at this point of the season, we're not in trouble with goal difference.
We need points. I'm not worried about goal difference. We need the points.
Yeah.
Like we need to rack up points. Aaron's in Florida. Like, yeah, do that.
Like and subscribe, everybody.
Yes. Aaron's driving. I thought he was going to come on. That's what I thought he was going to come in today. I guess I was wrong.
Okay.
Only me driving.
Okay, so I have paid no attention to the match, but Esteban has. Are you kidding me? Birmingham City won on a questionable penalty and an own goal. Really?
Yeah.
Well, points are points, and they've got them.
Yeah, good teams find a way to win ugly. Look, we did it today.
Yeah.
So there you go, Yeah.
Do you all remember when we wanted Parky out?
I think we want Parky out at least once a game. At least
I
once a
remember
game.
when what's his face wanted him out. Forget.
Okay. Birmingham are playing Blackpool next game. Will be interesting to see how they do.
Is that Sunday?
Yeah. Hip Karma off to bed. Off you go, Hip Karma. Okay, let's see what this is. Parky has a get out of jail card even if we don't get promoted. I'm surprised why he's on a rolling contract. I think he will walk away rather than sack him, but that's years in the future. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Why is he on a rolling contract? Because he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because he never wanted to be tied down and wanted a happy little 1 year's golden handshake if he was asked to leave.
I think it takes pressure off them to sack him. So it's like, I can always go at the end of the season, kind of, free reign to do that.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one there because I don't think he will be sacked. I could see a discussion being had between the two of them and agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
If the club were kind of saying we'd like to go in a different direction, give him his year, and what have you, I could see that happening. But yes, what's been said here is he's got a get out of jail free card. Absolutely, we're going to have potentially a really bad season before they're going to consider anything happening with Parky. Absolutely. And let's not forget as well that look, they don't want to be seen as a really bad guy. So they're not going to do anything harsh. They're not going to be like other clubs where you can just sack a manager and who cares what people think. So, but he deserves it. He deserves to have a bad season.
Yeah.
But I could absolutely see it if we had a dreadful season that he agrees to walk, if that's the case.
Yeah, I think because the outward, I think that there's more than just getting rid of somebody. They want to appear to not be the harsh club like sack. Yeah. So I think there's something to that. Sure. There is. Backing yourself, Wayne Evans. Oh yeah, a merit-based contract. Okay, and backing yourself. That's interesting. Okay,
yeah. Michael says as well, Wickham easier games coming up. Doubt they will drop many points in the next few weeks. Yes. And how many times did I say that we were coming into a string of easier games? And we have now drawn 2 of the 6. So, yeah. But look, we're in great position. We're where we need to be. And we need to just stay in striking distance for the rest of the season and go from there.
Yeah, and play our own games. We can't.
Yeah.
I know we can't look over our shoulder. They're going to do what they're going to do. Wrexham, Wickham, and Birmingham City are going to do that. Someone's got to take points off. That's it. We just got to go win games. That's what we need to do.
Wickham will spend in January. Yeah, that's very likely. It's expected Wickham will shore up one or two spots as well because they have access to cash as well.
Yeah.
So now this is a good point coming up in the future. We must defeat Wickham at their ground. Now that's going to be an important one. We obviously took the home match first match of the season. We need to pull 3 points off. We need to do that ourselves rather than waiting for other people to do it.
We got to do our own business.
Birmingham at our place too.
Sorry?
Birmingham at our place too in January.
Yes. Well, that's another one too. Yeah.
Less than a month away. That's a huge game.
Birmingham, have they already beaten Wickham? I have not paid that much attention actually. Or are they still to play?
That's a great question. Or
which one is left? Because I'm sure they've played by now because it's the end of the season.
Yeah, we're about to flip.
That who's at home for that one?
Yeah, that Wickham Wanderers game is Saturday, March 15th, 8 a.m. They changed that time. That's a later game. My time, 8 a.m. Which is weird. I don't know.
That's weird.
Unless they roll the clocks back. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, so behind the bars kind of mentioned what I just did. The Birmingham Wickham game is going to be interesting. Yes, it will. That will be very interesting. I would want Birmingham to take it. I know you're a big fan of Birmingham, aren't out of it yet, but at the moment it's Wickham I want to chase.
Yeah, because we got to do something.
Yeah, and then we have the Huddersfield hoping for a draw with Birmingham City. Yeah,
that would be a good result.
Yeah.
Aaron said Birmingham beat them. Birmingham beat
them. Yeah. Tez now going on to Barnsley. Barnsley offensively have been annoying to watch lately. Okay.
I can attest to that. I agree. I mean, I think he holds on to the ball too much. I don't know what he's doing today, cutting in instead of going wide. He got two men on him, holds on to the ball. One of our best players of the season for sure. But, yeah.
Oh yeah, why did I completely read that incorrectly? I took it as Barnsley, not Barney.
I think it might have
weird. Yeah, sorry, Tez. Now Steve put in another $5, which I didn't notice was there. We will beat Birmingham City at home. You heard it here, second to Maka. Okay, that is also. You know, these are the potentially season-deciding matches for us. Can we take out Birmingham at home? It's possible. You know, that's a match that we tend to step up for, and at home. So, I've always said this is I'm less worried about the biggest teams. Yes, I think we can beat Birmingham at home. It's possible. So that would be a massive one.
Those are 6 pointers.
Yeah, that's a big one. And obviously the Wickham away though, that's for me that's much tougher than beating Birmingham at home.
To do the double over the team like that who's playing so well it'd be tough. But you know, I'm up for it. I'm up for it. Sorry, I muted you, Drew, because it was getting a little dingy there. But we can roll him out and bring someone in if anyone else wants to come in.
Yeah, guys. Anyone else looking to jump on board today? Would be good to get a few more faces in here.
Yeah.
No offense to Drew at all.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries.
Drew, by the way, what were you ordering? What kind of food?
You guys, have you had cookout?
Okay.
Cookout.
Yeah, I had cookout. So it is a southern staple.
Never heard of it.
A North Carolina delicacy.
All right.
But, here in Virginia. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for the show, guys.
You're very
no
welcome.
problem, Drew. You're always welcome to be here.
On that bombshell.
Take care. See you.
I never heard of that place. Have you? I never heard of it. Well,
no.
You probably would, yeah.
Okay. Wayne Cram, 5-2-0 in the last 7. He'll take it. And the lousy penalty call today, scrappy day. But I thought we were the better side. We were absolutely the better side today. in the run of play, second half especially.
Yep.
We deserved the win as much as you can deserve anything in football, because that's not how it works. So we all know that. But on the average of possibilities and all of that sort of thing, we definitely deserve the win today. Take it however we can get it. But yes, 5-2 out of 7 matches. That's really good. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if that's our dip, we drew a couple. We get a little frustrated on the day. I understand that. You know what I mean? But what I'll take it. What's your take on Dobson getting dropped?
I think it's just a case of too similar, too defensive.
Over Maddie?
Both of them together. It was said in the last match. The two on together are too defensive as a formation.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think he was dropped for his play. I think it was being dropped for the style of formation he wanted. It would be interesting to see in the next match that we're expected to go defensive away from home for like a comfortable draw with a chance of a win. Will they both be back on?
Yeah.
Will that become the style that they both play together when we're looking at an away match that we need to be more defensively sound and try and steal one goal?
Yeah, it's a trick because I don't know if he has a strategy there. I think he's just like, I don't think he got dropped. I think you're right. I think he likes Matty James better. Maybe Matty James does that role better, and he wants because Dobson's almost played started almost every game. Correct?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Since he came on, his style of play seems uncontrolled sometimes, whereas Matty James is very structured. He's in the right places, very smooth, very calculating. It just seems that way. So they're different players, but I like it. Problem is he can't finish. That's the one thing that's missing from his game. I love his energy. I love him being everywhere, and I think it really helps open up everybody else. But the few moments where he breaks through and he gets into the positions, he just doesn't have the finishing.
Yeah, watch out, corner flag. It's going to go.
Sunday's match, the boys will be tired. Parky must use some rotation.
No chance. No chance. Zero chance. He'll say it. Rotation. No fucking chance. Ryan, no chance.
Yeah. I
don't disagree with him. But no chance.
Yeah, maybe he should. Is he going to? That's a different question.
Yeah.
Chomp for man of the match. I don't know about that, but you don't get man of the match for one save, but no, he did well.
Who got officially? Do you know?
I don't know. Unless he's saying that he did get it, but I don't think so.
They'll probably give it to Paul Mullen, for sure. I'm trying to see if it was on the man of the match. Actually, it'll be on the X account. I'll find it there. Come on, people, get the calls in. Patty, come on. Patty's been gone for a week. You gotta call him. Talk to Patty. Let me see if I got. Where is it? Let me see. Full time. Where is the man of the match?
Yeah. Now, Bruce put up something interesting there, which is he was talking about Wickham being mid-March, but then our final run-in is Burton, Wigan, Bristol, Blackpool, Charlton, and Lincoln City. That is a very nice run-in, in my opinion. Charlton, Lincoln City, maybe the hardest finish of it. But that is a very nice run-in. The question is, the 6 matches before that are quite tough. So what position are we going to be in by the time we get there? That's what's going to be important.
Yeah, if they drop the points.
And if they drop the points too early, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
But with that run-in, if we are close enough, if we are neck and neck, look at last season, how we finished. Win. We went on the streak. and they pulled it out. So we have the potential to do that again and to push it right at the very end.
What I hope he doesn't do in January, Parkinson, is not go and buy, as we talked about, the striker to mess up the system because he thinks Paul Mullen is scoring against Jamback. I hope he doesn't do that. I really don't, because we need an influx. You know what I mean? To that point, but because would you rather be chasing? I'm not sure exactly. I'd rather be chasing at certain points.
Yeah. We're not good out front.
Yeah.
I don't think so. We're not a front leading team. So I would prefer to be right on the doorstep.
Yeah, I agree.
Coming into that and to go push it to the last.
Yeah.
We're comfortable with that. Steve, how are you doing? You ready? Thumbs up? All good?
I think that's a yes.
I think that's a yes. Yeah. Steve, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Excellent.
Hey, brother.
Welcome. Have your say.
Well, obviously, it wasn't the prettiest win. But at the same time, we've been talking about this the entire season. You got to grind these things out. Do I wish we could put away games a little better and, have 3-0, 2-0? Yes. And what I really, really want is for Mullen to get back into form. And I feel like today was the start of that. Because that was a beautiful goal. That was what I call quintessential Paul Mullen. I mean, he put it upper left part of the net, knocked it down, perfect kick. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it right now, to be honest with you. So get him back in form. Jack Marriott. I mean, I love the goal from Fletcher. I mean, I just think our second half of our season is going to be a repeat of last year, where we come into form at the end of the year for the second half, and that's what every great champion team does.
Yeah,
they come into form at the end of the year, and so I'm completely happy with where we're at. And obviously, I got on my gear.
I think one of the things too, to your point there, we haven't played. We are in this position we're at. We have not played. I would flat out. You probably say every game we wish we would love one prettier, but on that, like you just said, and Patty will probably mirror this. Do we have more levels to go up? Can we do it? I hope so.
Yeah,
and I hope
we do.
Yeah, we do. That's the scary thing, because everyone keeps saying like we're the worst team they've ever played. It's like, well, really, something we're doing something right.
We're not playing our best.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't think anybody who understands our team and actually follows our team, not outsiders, would say we are playing well at the moment to be in this position. It's not like we've been playing our asses off and scraping it out and just barely beating people. No, we've been playing okay. We've been missing players, and we've not completely got our formations and tactics right against other teams. And we've still managed to do it. So we're not there. Our players are not playing their absolute best.
And we're not, and let's not discount the injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, we're decimated right now.
In certain ways, yeah.
Oh, at the moment, absolutely, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys know the word decimate. It means to lose 10%.
Okay.
It's a Roman word. It's a Roman word. It means to lose. Yes, to lose 10% of your force. And we've lost definitely more than 10% of our force. We've been decimated.
Yeah.
But if you look at our attacking up front, they've not been doing it. They've not been pulling it out. And that's because we've been missing players and, we've not been able to link into it. And yeah, we are where we are. We get that strike force up front actually working.
True.
Yeah. So if we get JM back in, if we had JM if he didn't break his leg, would we be challenging for top of the league right now?
I would think so.
I would think so too. Yeah, I would think so too.
Yeah.
100%.
So we took some hits, man. We lost our goalkeepers. We lost our best striker of the season.
Midfielder, we lost Evans.
Midfielder, it's like it's hard, man. It's a hard battle, and I'm really proud of the guys, to be honest.
It's you say decimated too. You're right. It's only that on all levels, front, middle, and back, and keeper. We have, how often you lose your best goalkeeper and your second. You know what I mean? They don't. That doesn't. And your striker.
Yeah.
And Mullins. I mean, sure, it's one of those seasons where it's like you can't write it. It's like bull. Yeah, no way. So Elliot Lee now, things like that when he's not long. But you're right. We have that doesn't happen, and we're in a great position. I think Patty just said it earlier. It was like I'd rather be chasing. If we're top, I know people are already coming for us, but I think there's something to that.
And I'll be honest with you, this is how fairy tale seasons are made. So let's make it happen.
Yeah,
the guys are going to come back, and we got JM coming back, Mullins getting into form. We're going to get it. We're going to get it back going in the right direction for second half of the season here, and I'm telling you, we're going to get promoted.
I agree too. I think we have number 2 all over us. How long do you guys actually think before JM comes back? Like really, really back? Like a month?
February.
Like, all right. Then Fletcher loses it. Well, no, then Mo Fall loses his spot on the bench, right?
I thought Mo looked good today.
Mo did look good today.
Yeah, he did.
And he's big. You got to see just how big he is, because people try to cover him on that back line and they can't, because he just runs through them. He got that penalty. I didn't think it was a penalty today.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about, where he was coming around and trying to do the turn move on him?
Yeah.
And it's just because he literally outweighed the dude and just bowled him over. It wasn't like he was doing anything malicious.
My opinion, what Fall needs to do is he needs to, in training, show Parky that he can be a backup for Palmer. That's what he needs to do to stay in the squad, to stay on the bench, to stay part of the team, to get the opportunity to show that he's worth keeping in the squad. Because without that, people are going to be taking the positions above him to do the other role, to do the Mullen role, to do the Marriott role. Fletcher's there, and potentially whatever new striker comes in. I think there's less chance that striker is going to take over from Palmer, although I dearly wish that that's what we would do. But I think Fall could lose out if he doesn't.
Well, I mean, that's why they brought Fall in, right? As a natural successor to Palmer.
True.
So,
well, that's what we were thinking. Yeah.
But he's got to get some game time.
Well, that's the flip side of the coin. But first of all, I would say he has to show it to Parky on the training pitch. Now, maybe he is. We don't see it. We don't know how close he's getting, but he has been getting back on the bench. So
he looked pretty good today. I got to be honest. He looked pretty good.
I like him. I like him a lot.
For me, Fall is potentially a very nice backup should we not go up this season. I think Fall will get a very big position with us next season if we don't go up. Now, I hope he can show it before then. I hope he can become part of the team. But Fall is potentially in the danger of being sent out on loan at some point. Like if we go up to the championship and he's not ready by then, he's going to miss out. He's going to get sent on loan.
I totally agree.
Well, he had a great run. Like you said, he had a great run in there, ran straight. I think you guys said it earlier. I think Patty said it earlier, is like, if we have someone up front that's a little more athletic, isn't just the defensive striker knocking the ball down, holy shit. I mean, things would change up front. We'd start scoring goals. Things will clearly change. Hey, K-Ron, how you doing, brother? I put a poll in the chat.
And I also want to bring this up. Fletcher showed his true mettle today. That was amazing.
I agree.
He's such a good last 20, 30-minute dude.
I wish he was 29. We need that guy at like 27, 28. You know what I mean? We need that. That's what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put a question in the chat. Was that a cross of Mo Fall?
Cross or shot? What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, cross or shot. Yeah.
I think it was a shot.
I think it was a shot too.
Crazy position.
Yeah. I know what I'll do. We're an extra time. We're an added time, and we could go win the game. I'll take a shot from 45 yards out that had no chance of going. I would have grabbed him. Marcus said I would have grabbed him by the jersey on the pitch. Be like, "What the f are you doing?"
I'm surprised Parky didn't come onto the pitch and get a yellow card
for that. Oh yeah, for that for sure.
Yeah. I could see him coming onto the pitch and like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
But you're totally right, Josh, in your analysis. Towards the end of the game, why weren't we putting it down in the corner?
Yeah. We mentioned that at the start. It's like, what are you doing?
Yep. We've seen this one before where they come down and they get some of that dumb thing. I don't know. I mean, that's the first thing they go into the corner. Go put your ass in and go and sit in the corner and fart around with it. Don't take a shot. Even Dobson.
Actually fart on them if possible.
Yeah, there you go. Done.
So that was a little confusing. And I guess that's just because, I don't know, they were just trying too hard. Like, we got to score another goal.
I think sometimes they want to, and I don't know what you got. I think sometimes they want to do too much. You're right. They want to be like, I'm a good player. They go for the moment rather than doing the right thing sometimes, but you got to listen to your manager. You really do. Then face the consequence. Maybe that's why he's not started, because he does dumb shit like that.
Exactly. You got to kill the game. And that's what we've been having a problem with over the last 3 games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, except today. But
yeah, I actually think we have a general problem with the tactics there, in that when we get that one goal ahead, we go too defensive too early to finish out the game, which I find a problem. Because if we're attacking, just keep attacking. That's when you should be getting your early goals and finishing it off that way. And then this as well, when you're in those last few minutes and you are ahead, like, yeah, okay, you're supposed to be defensive then. So why are we attacking in the last few minutes? Yeah. Losing the ball and giving them a chance up the other end, or giving them back the ball with a crazy shot. Mm-hmm. Like that's nuts. But for me, I've said it numerous times, I hate when Parky goes defensive way too early. I've seen it where the team comes out at halftime and all of a sudden their whole impetus for movement and scoring is gone. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what is going on?
They absorb too much pressure. They absorb way too much pressure.
Yeah.
And
I call it armadillo mode.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And I hate it.
Well, I think it gets us in trouble.
We need to be on the front foot. We need to be on the front foot at all times. That's when we are at our best.
We need to be the big dog. We can't sit back and all right, cool. We need to be the big dog. We're a better team going forward than we realize, and I think that's we put ourselves in trouble. We definitely do.
But it's especially bad when we're playing the weaker teams, the lower end of the table teams, and we're expected and should be the dominant force. It's when we get the possession, we get ourselves in trouble and stuff like that, and then just hand them back the ball and say, let's go back into our defensive mode. Defensive mode for us works against the big teams, the better teams, the higher level teams, because they will attack us. And we are waiting for that moment, and we can skip ahead and score the goals. But when you're playing the lower end teams, you have to just finish them off. You have to go attacking and say, we're better than you. End of story. Schoolboy football. We're just going to dominate you for the whole match.
I'm the bully, and I'm going to go, sorry, I'm going to go win. I'm going to win. I agree with you.
True words, Patty. True words.
Yeah, 100%. Even better analysis. There you go. Right now, Mofal, 73% no. Was that a cross? No. 73% to 27. I think it was a shot. Only 11 votes, though. Come on. Oh, okay.
I mean, the only longer shot I've seen in the last year was Chomps goal back in the PST tournament.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering who was going to take that penalty.
Oh, me too.
A little bit. I was like, who's going to do this? Howard? No, I didn't think that. But that would have been hilarious if Howard had walked up there to try and take the penalty.
It just leathers one in the back. Yeah.
Letters one into the back of the net. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would be goal of the season.
I would love to see a keeper who is actually the penalty taker. Now you can't do it because of rebounds, but I mean, I'm just half joking.
Yeah.
But
he honestly, the goal of the season from a penalty. Mary, thank you for the super chat. I think we sneak in a second spot. How? I don't know. I have no friggin' idea, but the genuine and players coming back from injury is a big boost. Yes. Yeah, man, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
And just for the fans out there, my hair is real.
Who's good? It looks good. I like your kit. Is that the last year's kit or this year's kit? That's last year's kit, right?
Last year's kit, yes.
Mm-hmm. It looks good.
I tried to order this year's kit, and somehow it came in as an extra small. Actually, like a junior small or something.
Okay.
Yeah, for a baby. So I gave it to my friend who just had a kid.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you write the club back and tell them that I got a medium?
It's just I tried to do this earlier because they double charged me for my iFollow account, and just dealing with people over the ocean, not good. So I just gave it to them as a Christmas present, and I'll get next year's kit.
Nice. Bruce said, wait, is that Turkey's hair club for men? Everyone goes to Turkey to get their hair done. I mean, Mo Salah looks like a different person. Him and Boyle.
What about Boyle? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like, where did he go? Did he go to Turkey?
He must have. And
Constantinople.
Yeah, we've only seen him like twice with his new hair. And someone said something. I think it was in the Christmas like joking around thing they were doing, like some outtakes, like and some new and a new hat or new hair style for Boyley. I'm like, oh, everyone knows he went and got his hair done for sure. It was great.
Yeah.
Not competing with Patty's lettuce. I don't know if he's got it.
Yeah, still going.
Yeah, see it's that's really going. Yeah.
Oh, that's some sweet lettuce.
You look like
That's some
Captain
sweet lettuce.
Great.
It's going to be longer than my wife soon.
That's some bib lettuce.
That's a bib. That's just good. Yeah, it's bib. Yeah, it looks
actually to celebrate Fletcher's goal today, will I put it up in a top knot next time?
I think you have to. You have to.
I think I have to. A big Fletcher top knot, huh?
Yeah, I'm very happy that Dobson did not come back out with the samurai.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a helmet. We need the helmet.
Was O'Connell man of the match?
Kaz put that up. I'm guessing he was by that comment.
It's nowhere.
Now, how do we think O'Connell did versus Scar? Because O'Connell was very far up the pitch today. He was playing in around a lot. He was involved.
He definitely was forward.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we thinking there versus Scar and more defensive versus O'Connell in the attacking role?
Hold on, I'm just trying to see who got man of the match. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because we know Josh loves Scar, and I like Scar for his defensive solidness. Is this a home versus away scenario? Home we go.
It might be Patty.
Away we go defensive.
It might be Patty. It really might.
By the way, sorry to cut you off. Then normally put the man of the match in their thing there, but.
Okay. Kaz says it's opinion.
Oh, okay.
So not decided yet.
I'll agree.
Not noticed. So
Okay. I think he had a good game. I don't know. I think he had his best game in a couple games. O'Connell. Defensively, I think we getting carved up a little bit more than I'd like to. We're kind of giving up the same goal. We haven't. I mentioned on the show, we're kind of giving up the same goal, going down. They're pulling the ball back. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I think Max has been the one that's suffering the most lately.
Max did not look good today.
No, he did not. Why is that, we think?
I don't know.
Max is not as comfortable on the ball yet.
Well,
not in defensive, not in the defensive side of it. Like once he's moving out of position and in more attacking role, okay. But I think Max likes to have Scar beside him because he knows he's the rock.
Yeah,
that's going to be there to help save my ass if I make a mistake here. So it gives a little bit more flexibility and freedom there for Max to kind of be solid and move up the pitch. And if he makes a mistake, he knows someone is there. Whereas O'Connell will be gone.
Well, Barney saved Max's ass today.
Yes, I mentioned it right at the start. I love that slide.
Yeah, he did. Chomp was getting down on it, but you never know. That could have went in the back. Yeah, for sure. But he did. Max, I think, is in the opinion that he's like, put your laces through it, get rid. You know what I mean? That it's like, don't mess around the ball, don't get caught on the ball, just get rid of it. And you're right, he's not as comfortable on the ball as a Brunt, who's a lot more comfortable on the ball. Very interesting though moves as we move through the season. He's dropped Stash. You know what I mean? He had Scar. He's brought him back. He dropped. Like he does weird things. I don't understand why. Not bad performance. So I'm not sure what he's looking for at times. Parkinson, that is.
Yes, I agree a bit to that. But following on with O'Connell, if we had Scar today instead of O'Connell, I think we would have suffered.
Really?
I think we would have suffered. We wouldn't have played as flowing football as we did.
I agree.
And it's taking us time to get used to that football because you notice today how often we went backwards.
That's one thing I was going to bring that up too. We
numerous times. Yeah, we recycled back more than I like watching, but not more than was potentially necessary. And the one thing I will grant about I hate playing backwards is we are still quick at getting it forward. Once it goes back, they're not messing around.
Yeah,
they're not sitting there with the ball. It's immediately switched sides or moved forward again very quick. So at least that's something.
Or the diagonal one they try to put
or
off.
Diagonal ones or whatever. They don't mess around with the ball. They don't play this little tippy-tappy, I'm holding possession for holding possession. They are actively looking to move it forward, even if they go back first. Now, some of the times they go back and maybe we're a little unstructured up front, which is why they do it. But sometimes, like out of structure, going for it, putting pressure, I would like to see them do that a little bit more as well. Sometimes I think it's just the easy option to go backwards instead of take the difficult option. Occasionally, you have to push forward. You have to keep attacking. So a bit of common ground there. I was okay with how they were doing it today. But for me, still, that is not going to work against the best teams.
No.
Because they are better at it than us. But we are improving. We are improving, I think, in that style.
I thought we moved the ball. There were some passages at play today. I was like, oh, good, nice. That's really nice. I thought that we had some good triangles, some good movement, tried some 1-2s. That did happen. Yeah.
You don't agree, Steve? You look like you're.
I'm trying to find the best angle that doesn't make me look horrible.
They're all good angles.
Okay, but one thing I do want to comment on is the exceptional goalkeeping. Okay, that was awesome. Chomps, who thought whatever he did, I think he scissor kicked it or whatever. that goal he blocked. Yeah, that was amazing, and that's actually what gave us the win today.
He went down. It was on a free kick. He went down and got that one actually.
Yeah,
Right?
he went down left hand pushed it away. Yeah.
Yep. And like you
Whatever
said,
it was amazing. It was.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was the big save that he had to make.
Mhm.
That was truly his.
Yeah,
and he did it.
Yeah, and he did it. Now there were a few other occasions that ball was coming in that the defenders stopped.
Mhm.
There were danger points. Now, could he and would he have saved them had they gone through? I don't know, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he looked in a decent position
Mhm.
to try and save them. But that's what your defense is for.
Mhm.
So, yes, I'm giving as much credit to Howard as I can. I still want the others back as quick as we can get them.
We don't want to play the rest of the season with Howard. I gotta.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Good
Howard.
stuff.
You're an able backup, but I want your number one back.
Yeah. Okonkwo, please.
Well, it is a Congo because Barton's out for the season, pretty much. So he's.
I'm not gonna do the chant, but bop ba da 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 bop bop, and I'll just leave it at that.
Mhm. Nice.
Guys, I think we're nearly there. From Glowstick Ninja, who's a name I don't recognize.
Yep.
Max has been beaten on pace twice around the outside. Outside of that, he's been phenomenal in defense and moving forward. The issue has been not scoring enough to put the game away in general, yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Max can't be perfect every match. It's not going to happen.
No, I agree.
Because in fairness, we're asking a lot of Max. Because now that he has scored goals, now that he has gotten on the end of crosses and that, I think some people are asking a bit too much of him sometimes. Because when you're putting yourself up the front, you leave yourself a lot to get back. So, sometimes he's out of position. And look, if somebody can get around him occasionally, maybe it's because he's bloody tired. Because he is covering the entire pitch at different points. Now, he didn't so much today get up in there. But actually, no, that's not fair because he was up on the wing. He was up on the wing doing passes back and forth with Barnett on numerous occasions. So he has been up and down that wing today. He just didn't seem to be noticed too much in the goal. But it's not his job. So
you can't be perfect every game too.
Yeah. But for the few weaknesses he's had, he's been excellent so far this season.
You ain't gonna drop him. He's just one of the guys you ain't gonna drop. Watch him drop him next time too. All right, guys, they start watching Wrexham in 1977 live in France. Love part of France. It's awesome. So excited to watch every home and away match. Well, welcome to the local pundit, and thanks for coming in. Yeah, but sorry. All right, you want to shut her down, Patty? Good.
I think we had a nice conversation, guys. An hour 20, so we're almost hitting the full match again.
Yeah.
Barring a bit of extra time. So, anything else we didn't hit, Steve, that you want to have a last?
Yeah, I'd just like to tell everyone Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and up the town.
By the way, before you get out, sorry, thanks for all your support, Steve, and everything you do. I appreciate it, man. Not lost on us for sure. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. I don't on that bombshell. Did he hear us? I don't think he did. He didn't hear me.
He was trying to hit exit.
Yeah, he was like, yeah. Well, I hope he heard us. There you go. All right.
So, nice evening. Happy Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. We will be back on soon because the next match is only around the corner.
That's right. Yeah. Well, we're partnering up with either Ken or Aaron for the WREXtra Time next week. So I want to, and get those calls in. Yeah. But I'll be doing Wrexham reaction a little bit once Parkinson's videos are up. So I'll be doing that. So yeah. Awesome. Good stuff.
So tune into the React show, guys, and we will see you soon. Take care, everyone.